Welcome for our present discussion for 11th class accountancy. We were running through the second chapter, basic accounting terms. This is my sixth episode, episode number 6, and the last episode for this chapter. Maximum terms I have already discussed in details in previous 5 episodes. Few episodes are rest, few terms are rest. Number 26, entry. Now, entry word will be coming. We will get the sum or the chapter of journal entry. Now, entry word is coming. There are so many terms, journal, ledger, cash book, these are also the terms. So that will be coming. But that will be coming in the respect of the chapter. Accounting cycle, previously I have discussed the identification of transaction. Transaction is recorded at first by the accountant in the process of journal. And this journal is called the journal entry. Journal is called the journal entry. This entry word you will get in the chapter of journal entry. Now question is, why entry word is used with the journal? As because transactions are recorded first in the process of accounting. That means the transactions are getting entry in the field of process of accounting. That's why entry word is used here. Next is coming solvent. A solvent, insolvent and bad debt. These three terms, I will make you understand with the same example. Suppose in the previous episode, in the 5th episode, I have discussed for the term trade receivables, debtors. Suppose debtors is 20,000. That means I have sold goods on credit for rupees 20,000. So that 20,000 will be recorded in my business accounting procedure by the term of debtors. But after 2 months or 3 months, so whatever time I have given to him, he has given me 15,000 and he has told that I can't pay any money at all, raise to whatever 5,000, because I don't have any money. Whatever you will do, I don't know, you can go to the court, but I am insolvent. Insolvent means he is purely unable to pay the money. That is called the insolvent. So how much he has paid? 15,000. So if he is able to pay, if my business is able to pay money, then my business is called as the solvent. So Mr. X was solvent for payment of 15,000 but was insolvent for the payment of 5,000. So solvent and insolvent word, these two terms I think you have understood. Solvent means able to pay money, and insolvent means unable to pay money. And what about for bad debt? Just listen. There is another word of debtors. Debtors का और एक word है, उसको बोलता है book debt. Book debt. ठीक है? बुक डेप्ट कितना था? 20,000. मिला कितना? 15,000. कितना नहीं मिला? 5,000. तो बुक डेप्ट 20,000 में से जो पार्ट मिल गया that I can assume as the good debt. मिल गया, अच्छा है, तो good debt. और जो नहीं मिला, मिलेगा नहीं और कभी निश्चित हो चुका है कि नहीं मिलेगा, that is called the bad debt. This term is used for this, but there is no any term at all for the good debt because it is money receipt, cash receipt. So ये assume करने के लिए समझने के सुविधा के लिए कहा गया है आपको कि इसको अगर ये बुक डेप्ट इतना था, इनमें से कुछ मिला तो गुड डेप्ट है, जो नहीं मिला तो वो बैड डेप्ट है. बट बैड डेप्ट वर्ड इज यूज्ड इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. सो सॉल्वेंट, इंसॉल्वेंट, बैड डेप्ट. बैड डेप्ट के लिए क्या बोलेंगे? मनी व्हाट एवर शुड बी रिसीव्ड बट इट द डेटर्स इज purely unable to pay. Amount will not be received from the debtor. That is called the bad debt. Next is coming store. Store किसको बोलेंगे? स्टॉक और स्टोर दोनों में फर्क है. स्टॉक मतलब जिस चीज का हम बिजनेस कर रहे हैं उसको बोलते हैं स्टॉक. जो खरीद के लाए, जिसको हम सेल करेंगे, रीसेल करेंगे, गुड्स, उसको बोलते हैं स्टॉक. लेकिन सॉरी, स्टोर मीन्स डिफरेंट. अगर मशीन यूज होता है मेरा बिजनेस में, मशीन के लिए लुब्रिकेंट्स ऑयल लगेगा आपको, तो लुब्रिकेंट्स जो है वो हो जाएगा स्टोर. स्पेयर पार्ट्स ऑफ मशीन, मशीन का जो स्पेयर पार्ट्स होता है, छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स होता है, वो हो जाएगा स्टोर. या सामान को प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस होने के बाद उसको पैकिंग करना पड़ता है, तो पैकिंग मटेरियल्स जो रखा गया है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द स्टोर. रेवेन्यू, वन अनदर टर्म इज कमिंग, रेवेन्यू. Already you know revenue means revenue nature होता है. Revenue nature of expense, revenue nature of income. Revenue means recurring, जो again and again होगा. जैसे कि salaries paid, wages paid, interest paid, ये बार बार होगा, recurring again and again. So these are called the revenue nature of expense. और revenue nature of income क्या होगा? Commission received, rent received, interest received, dividend received. These also will be coming as a regular way, that is called the revenue income. So revenue is called the recurring nature. Revenue from operation, another name is coming. Revenue from operation means the gross sales. Gross sale. Sale word आप देख चुके होंगे, पहले पढ़े थे आप. सेल वर्ड मतलब जो गुड्स को, जो जिस चीज का हम बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, वो बिजनेस आइटम को जो सेल करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द सेल्स. एंड सेल्स को ही बोला जाता है रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन. नेक्स्ट इज कमिंग एंटिटी. एंटिटी मीन्स वन कॉन्सेप्ट वी विल गेट दैट द बिजनेस इज हैविंग द सेपरेट एंटिटी देन इट्स ओनर. इन अकाउंट्स प्रोसेस, accounts are prepared for the business, not for the businessman. So business is being treated as the separate entity than its owner. So business is having the distinct entity, distinct, separate existence, that is called the entity. Next is coming turnover. Turnover is also the sale. Sale को turnover बोलते हैं. फिर देखोगे जब क्लास 12 में जाओगे, वहाँ पे अकाउंटिंग रेशियो एक चैप्टर मिलेगा, वहाँ पे हम लोग देखेंगे डेटर्स टर्नओवर, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स टर्नओवर, इन्वेंटरी टर्नओवर, ट्रेड पेएबल्स टर्नओवर. तो टर्नओवर वर्ड आई विल गेट देयर आल्सो. तो टर्नओवर मीन्स परचेस किया था सामान, उसको टर्न करके सेल किया, तो टर्नओवर हो गया. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल मतलब जिससे पैसा मिलेगा हमको, तो उनसे मिला नहीं अभी तक, जब मिलेगा तब टर्नओवर होके आएगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड द ट्रेड रिसीवेबल टर्नओवर. हमको पेमेंट करना है, जो ट्रेड पेएबल, पेमेंट जब करेंगे तब ट्रेड पेएबल टर्नओवर होगा. तो दिस वे द टर्नओवर वर्ड इज आल्सो यूज्ड. लाइव स्टॉक, नेक्स्ट टर्म इसका वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. In this area Siliguri, we don't see the livestock of any businessman. But if our business is in the area of desert area, there camel is used to carry the goods. So camel is used for the business purpose. So camel is called as the asset, fixed asset, that is called the livestock. Okay, camel, हॉर्स हो सकता है, कैटल हो सकता है, बुलॉक हो सकता है. दोज आर द एनिमल यूज्ड इन द बिजनेस एज एन एसेट इज कॉल्ड द लाइवस्टॉक. एंड द लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट फॉर दिस चैप्टर, इन्वेस्टमेंट. That is amount of the business. Amount of the business. Suppose my business I am doing 10 lakh rupees total amount I have arranged. 5 lakh rupees I have given behind my fixed assets for my business. 2 lakhs rupees I have kept as the cash daily working purpose for wages, for salaries, for rent, for interest, like this. And 2 lakh rupees I have outside my business I have invested behind the shares of Tata company, Reliance company, like this. So whatever I have used the money of my business outside the business, I have blocked the money for getting some return. That is called the investment. So this much for this episode, and entirely I have discussed this second chapter, very crucial chapter for the field of the accountancy, and all over 36 terms I have discussed in 6 episodes. So please, if anyone likes to prepare himself or herself as an example of the masterpiece of the accountancy subject, he or she has to know these items, meanings, otherwise they cannot make the properly the accountancy. It's not a magic at all. This knowledge should be kept inside the memory of our memory. Place is very small, but all these things we have to keep in mind. Be prepared yourself properly. Thank you very much.